everyone. So as a lot of you know, in 2023, I started dabbling a lot more with crochet. I started sharing a lot of projects and videos with you all on here. And through this journey, I feel like my crochet skills have definitely grown and expanded. When I started, I was more of a beginner and just dabbled here and there with crochet. But through this experience, I definitely feel like I started finding my voice and being able to express myself through the art of crochet. So in this video, I'm going to try on everything I made in 2023, which turns out it's quite a lot, and I'm going to rank them here with you. And I'll be using a Tiermaker system to rank each one, starting at the bottom with meh. These are pieces that I feel I like the idea of, but I want to sort of reimagine them or rework them in the future. And the category above that is wearable. I definitely wear all of my crochet pieces that I make, but the ones in the wearable category specifically are ones that maybe I don't like the fit of, but they're still comfortable and I still like to wear them. Then the category above that is it's functional, and these are pieces that I really love to wear out and about and really like the fit of. Then the category above that is super cute, and these are ones that I feel even have a bit of my personality and style injected in them, and I really love to wear. And the category at the very top is slay, and these are pieces that are head turners and that make people go, where'd you get that piece? And it's like, I made it. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to join me and our crafty crochet loving community here every Tuesday and occasionally on Saturdays, where I share more crochet, thrifting, and just fiber art adventures in general. All right, let's get into it. So first is this shrug I made with scrap yarns, and I also made a really highly requested tutorial on how I like to make shrugs. I'll put a card for that above. This one is really fun, and every time I wear it out, I get compliments and people love it so much. The color combination on this one is perfect and goes with so many things that I already have in my closet. The sleeves are also really fun, and I love everything about this design. So of course, I'm gonna have to put it in the slay category. Next is this Cocoa Shrug with the fluffy faux feather yarn on the sleeves. I absolutely love this one too. It kind of has a bit of a diva moment, and I've worn it out a bunch. The colors are also perfect, so I'm gonna have to put this one in the slay category as well because it's just so fun. I can throw it on and put it over a dress like this one I'm wearing, and it just elevates the outfit so much. Next is this brown and white scrap yarn bolero. I made it to demonstrate the pattern in the tutorial. I like this one too, but the color combination is a little bit interesting. I haven't found the right outfit to wear with this one yet. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in the super cute category, but I do love the fit and how fun it is with the sleeves. Next, bolero fit me like a glove, and I love the fitted sleeve on this one, but I'm just not a fan of the color combo. I don't know, maybe I haven't found the right outfit to really show it off with yet. And for that reason, I'm going to have to put this one in the functional category. Now, this is my Wild Woman cardi, which I'm currently developing the pattern for, and we'll share it in a video really soon, I promise. I've had a lot of requests for this one and was working on the pattern, but then somehow lost all of my footage, so it's just delayed the process, but it's on the way. And I love this one. It's easily one of my favorite pieces I made in 2023. It gives me a Red Riding Hood chic kind of vibe. I like the color and the lace flower motif and the cute little ruffly sleeves. So for all of that, I'm of course gonna have to put it in the slay category. This next vest is another fave. It fits me perfectly, and I shared the tutorial for this one too. I'll put it in the card above. The flower motif pockets are my favorite thing about this piece because I love pockets, hello pocket equality, and of course I love a diva moment with the faux feathers. So I'm gonna also naturally have to put this one into the slay category. Now here is the thrift flip jacket that I made inspired by Farm Rio. I also made a video on this process detailing this one in the card above, and I have worn this one out a lot. And one time there was literally a woman who stopped her car and was holding up traffic to tell me how much she loved it. And I was like, thank you, lady, but be careful. Don't get in a car accident right now. So yeah, because it's literally a head turner and it's upcycle,
So I'm gonna have to put it in the sleigh category. And with this one, I love the fitted cuffs and the bulky yarn it was made with, so it was really quick to whip up. Next is this mermaid core sort of shrug creation. This one was so fun to make. I think I got over enthusiastic about the design for sure and made it a little big in the shoulders. So I'll definitely be adjusting it in the future to make it a bit more fitted. But I love the design and the colors and the yarns that I used. And I'm going to put this one in the wearable category since it's just not quite the right fit, but it's a super fun design. This next bolero is another scrap one I whipped together with some Pound of Love yarns I had left over from another project. And this one is cozy and fun. I really like wearing it around the house because it's so comfortable to throw on while editing. And I'm going to put this one in the functional category since it fits so well and is so cozy. Now we'll move on to blouses, and first up is this corset I made. The colors that I made this one also gives me a bit of a mermaid siren vibe. I added these little fringe bits in the front and flowers, but the bulk of this piece was made with a pattern by Chinda DIY. I don't know where the strap in the back disappeared off to, but this piece fits perfectly. The pattern is excellent and it definitely has a whimsical sort of feel to it. So it has a little bit of my personality in it. So I'll put it in the super cute basket. I think that my little spin of it can be improved in the future, but I like this one overall. Next is the star top I whipped up over the Christmas holidays while traveling. And I love this piece. It was so quick and easy to work up. And I'm thinking of doing a pattern, so let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see one. The color is amazing and it fits perfectly. And who crochets a summery top in the middle of Christmas holidays? Apparently I do, and I had a lot of fun making it. I'm wearing a black bralette under it now, but I'm going to get an orange tube top piece to sew into the top and actually help with supporting while wearing it because I like to have that extra support. But you don't necessarily need it depending on how you're going to wear it. And because of all of that, I'm going to have to put this one in the sleigh category because I love it so much. Next is this shell mermaid bra top I made for the Sea Witch mermaid core video that I did. I really like this top, but it's giving me a total beachy vibe. And unfortunately, I'm not near a beach right now and haven't been to the pool in ages. So I'm going to have to change that first of all. And secondly, this one fits really well. And when I do, I'll be wearing it. So I'll have to put this one in the functional category. This next one is a one-eyed monster top I made a while ago for fun, also with scrap yarns. I whipped this one up pretty quickly and it's a really cute, cozy top. It's a little bit big for me, but it's comfy to wear while running errands. It's a bit wacky, it's a bit fun. So I'm going to put this one in the wearable category because I like to wear it while editing or running errands. Here's a top I made with a pattern by Hobby. I'll put a link in the description box to it. I love this top. It's a wrap top and it's perfect for summer. I actually wore it a few times on really hot summer days and it was perfect. It's made of cotton and it's really breathable. My only thing is that the armholes are just a little bit big for me, so I would make that adjustment, and I'll definitely be making this pattern again. It's a great pattern, and I'd love to make it in another color. The design is amazing, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for a summery top. I'm going to say that this one is in the functional category because it's just such a great staple piece. This tie-dye top is actually the first crochet top that I made and didn't take apart. I love this one. It's made out of granny squares and it's the perfect summer top. I improvised a little bit with this one and had lots of fun while making it. I would like to make the straps a little bit differently, and I've learned since making this one how to do straps a lot better and how to make the edges a little bit cleaner. But this top is really sentimental for me, so for that I would put it in the functional category. Next is the skeleton harness piece I made for Halloween. I'll put the card for that video above. I'm also perfecting the written pattern for this one, so look out for that soon. I love the fit, it fits perfectly, and it's really fun to play with layering and it really has that Halloween sort of gothic feel to it. When I made this one, I only had Super Saver white acrylic yarn on hand, but with making it again, I would definitely make it with some cotton yarns just because I prefer the look and feel of cotton with a pattern like this. It looks a bit more chic and polished. So with all of that said, I'm going to put this one in the super cute category, but when making it with cotton yarns, I have a feeling it's going to be a slay. Next, I'll share some two-piece outfits. This one is a really fun piece with the checkered top and the cloud skirt. I have the cloud mini skirt as a tutorial. I'll link it above. And this set was so fun to make. I'm thinking of maybe sharing the pattern for the top as well. I really like the ties on the side as it's really functional and it gives it a nice little detail. I also have a written pattern for the skirt on my website, and I'm definitely going to be putting this set in the slay category because it's really comfortable and definitely shows off my style. Here is another two-piece outfit. It's the patchwork set that I shared a tutorial for. And for this one, I've worn it out a few times. It's really cozy and comfortable, and I really like the dragonfly square sort of design that I made for it. I've definitely been thinking of making it in some different colors just because I want another set. And so for that, I'm definitely going to put it in the slay category. Now I'll share some skirts. Here is a skirt I also shared in my Mermaid Core series. I like this skirt and can't honestly wait for it to be warm again to wear it. I really love the colors and it's definitely my style, so it's definitely a slay. This mini skirt box pleat piece is amazing. I actually wore it at Thanksgiving time and my aunt couldn't believe I made this piece. I'm also working on a full written pattern for this one as well, so you can look out for this. And make sure that you're subscribed to the newsletter if you want updates of upcoming written patterns in the next few weeks. I also love the bow on this one too. It's very coquette and I like the little button details, even though one of the buttons actually fell off, so I need to sew it back on. I have been thinking of adding another bow to go on the top of the waistband to help cinch it in a little bit more even at the waist, to add that extra support with keeping it secure. But with all of that in mind, this piece is definitely a slay. Next is this maxi skirt I shared in the crochet skirt series. I love this skirt and the square design that I used to create it. I think design-wise, I would add another slit in it to make it a bit more my style. But this one would be perfect for summer days at the beach or by the pool to use as a cover-up because of the kind of lacy detailing that it has. It works nice as a layering piece. And with all that in mind, I'm going to rank this one in the functional category. Now I'll share some dresses, but I only have one dress actually to share. It's this piece, and as some of you know, I'm also a musician, and I was actually experimenting on a dress for a music video, and I made this one, and I really like the idea of it, but sadly it wasn't executed right in the way that I envisioned. I want to actually try remaking it, maybe with the midriff a little bit higher, or maybe with some smaller rings instead of these wood rings that I used. Overall, I'm not really loving how it turned out, and probably I'm going to end up taking it apart. So for all of that, I'm sadly going to have to rank it in the meh category. I do have a lot of dress crochet ideas, so hopefully I can make a lot more dresses this year. Now I'll share some hats and balaclavas I made. I made so many hats in 2023. Here is a balaclava I made with granny squares. The granny square pattern is specifically the vintage lace square by Patricia Fenty that I shared in my 100 free granny square patterns video, which you can find the exact link for in my blog post. And the balaclava design is actually by Hey Hey Crochet. I really love these pieces for winter. I only wish that it was a little bit longer on the bottom, but that's an easy fix in the design. I obviously love these as I made them in different colors, so I'm going to put this one in the super cute category. Next, I made this bulky crochet beanie with some leftover wool yarns that I had from those jacket sleeves I actually made in that thrift flip. And this yarn is by Living Fibers. It's such a great quality yarn. This piece was easy to make and it's just a little bit long for my head, but I have worn it a few times and love it because I can put a little silk cap on underneath it to protect my curls, as the wool can be a little bit rough with the friction. I would say this hat is also in the super cute category. I also made these fun flower beanies. I made so many of these. They fit my head perfectly, and I love how whimsical the flowers are on this design. So they're definitely a slay. I've even made them in so many colors with all these different scrap yarns from other projects. It's a perfect sort of scrap yarn piece, so I really, really love this one. Next is this granny square bucket hat. I love this pattern that I made and shared it in the card above. The specific flower that I used for this granny square hat is the Daisy Flower Square by Crochet Bits. And I shared this pattern in my 100 free granny square patterns video. So you can find the exact link for this square in my blog post. I made a bunch of these hats and put them all in the shop, and I loved this specific one so much that I had to keep it for myself. But please check out the hats in the shop. Feel free to purchase one, as it does support my work and this YouTube channel. And also so I don't have to keep them all, because I'm obsessed with making these hats right now. I also made this rainbow sun hat. It was really fun, and it was made with the rainbow cotton color pack by Hobby. I really liked making this one. My only problem with it was actually the wire that I specifically used. Next time, I think I'm going to try using some poly tubing. This particular metal wire I used was just one that I had lying around, and it ended up being a little bit flimsy for the design that I used it for. I really didn't need it for this specific design. So for all of that, I'll definitely have to put this one in the functional category. Now I'll share some accessories. This first one is a scrap yarn scarf. I shared it in the tutorial video in the card above, and I really liked this one. The colors are fun. I used up a bunch of scraps, which is always really great. The length is perfect, and it definitely made me want to make some more crochet scarves, especially granny square scarves, because they're severely underrated in my opinion. I will rank this one in the super cute category. Here's a bandana that I also made. I can't remember which pattern this was from off the top of my head, but when I do, I'll definitely link it in the description box. This was a really simple pattern, and I love the loud color and the way it turned out, so I'm going to put it into the super cute category. I also made a few bags. First is my first ever tote bag I made with scraps, and I shared this pattern in my Easy Crochet Gifts video. I really liked this one, but I definitely know how to make the straps a bit better now, so I do actually want to redo them. They were not really made to support the weight of the actual bag, as it ended up being quite heavy. So with all that being said, I'll have to put this one in the wearable category. Next is this crochet flower tote I made from the 70s tote crochet pattern by Pop Culture Crochet CA on Etsy. I'll put the exact link to that pattern in the description box below if you want to check it out. This one was really cool. It uses the tapestry crochet technique to make, and I wasn't too familiar with it when I started off with this pattern, so this one actually allowed me to get familiar with it and really perfect the tapestry crochet technique. So I was still kind of working it out when I was making this one, so it definitely wasn't executed perfectly, but because of the fact that it wasn't perfect, I'll be putting it in the functional category. That doesn't have to do with the actual pattern though, it just has to do with the fact that I was still getting used to the tapestry method to make it. And next is this amazing jersey fabric purse I made in fuchsia. I got this yarn for a macrame tapestry commission that I had, but I didn't actually end up using it for the piece because it actually didn't end up going with the rest of the color scheme that I was using. So I've had this yarn sitting in my stash for a while and was wondering, what am I going to make with it? So I thought I'd try making a purse, and it turned out perfectly. I love this piece and was thinking of maybe making a pattern to share with you all. This is definitely a beginner friendly pattern, and it's just my style. I really liked the color. So because of that, I'll be putting this one in the sleigh category. I also have the same yarn in neon green, which is currently also one of my favorite colors. So let me know if you would like a pattern in the comments below, and I'll share one with you all really soon. Well, that's all of my pieces. Thank you for hanging out with me as I rank them all. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to join me each week on Tuesdays and occasionally Saturdays. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.